Eric, over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our table topic session for today. And let me take this opportunity to congratulate Jay for a job well done. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. But here is the problem. The problem is, did you listen when Jay was helping us to understand, change to a better quality of life? I've prepared about 5 questions, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes to answer the question. Not less than 2 minutes. I'm going to encourage you to speak until you see the green light, and keep on speaking towards your conclusion until you see the red light. Do not stop speaking until you see the green light. May I ask the timer to show us the green light? Timer, green light.
Wait, I can't show you now, but I'm going to upload the green, the yellow, and the red shortly.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So there is our timer, DTM Siu Ching. So ladies and gentlemen, my first question. In fact, to make sure that you answer the question, I'm going to ask you to answer the question directly. Answer the question direct. Give the answer first, and then elaborate by giving us reasons. And then, or some elaborations or facts. And then give us examples if possible. And then call us to action if you still have time to call us to action. And then you can close your table topics. That must take you 2 minutes, you know. That must take you 2 minutes. Answer, reason, and then example, call to action, and then close. That will help you to take you through the journey. The first question, ladies and gentlemen, is about Kaizen. Kaizen. Who can tell us more about Kaizen? I'm going to ask any person in this group to tell us, where is Kaizen used? Milita, please. Because I did not find volunteers. Nobody volunteered.
Well, if I recall, Kaizen is something that changes us.
I would love you to speak for 2 minutes. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Speak your heart out, Milita.
Oh, that's a table topic question? Oh, I thought that.
Yeah,
I
it's a
thought
table
that's
topic
three
question. Yes.
questions though. So I'm waiting for another questions.
It's table topics, 2 minutes.
Okay. In my opinion, Kaizen is a Japanese word that is call to actions to myself, in this case, to change into something better. For example, I wish I can improve on my health habit for the better. Therefore, the word wish itself is not strong enough. And I have to change it into, I want to change my healthy habit for the better. Want itself is just a wish, it's just one step level from a wish, which it doesn't guarantee that I will do for a walking, for example. And after learning from Jay about Kaizen and then the time management and all, I came up with this powerful statement that I want to change my healthy habit for the better. This got me thinking that I live in Bali. We have a beautiful beaches everywhere and so close. And I want to go wake up in the morning, took my shoes, my sporty shoes, and then take my bike and then go for a walk for about 30 minutes. By doing this, I can manage my healthy habit, and also I change my life to be better. By saying these examples, I hope that you are now everywhere you are, that having the same problem with me might be want to do the or take the examples, my examples that I want to do. Go for a walk for about 30 minutes and then have a very healthy breakfast and open the WhatsApp and emails rather than wake up and open your laptop. I think that's what my opinion about Kaizens and the example. Back to you, Eric.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In fact, you are not supposed to go further. Ne? When you made your point, stop just there. Do not say, I hope it was. You've made your point. Stop. And just say, over to you, table topics, master. Thank you so much. Let's go to the second person. The second person is going to really answer the question of, you know, we are always falling apart. We are always falling into different pieces. Now, the question is, how do you become a masterpiece? How do you become a masterpiece? I'm looking for a hand here. I can't see a hand. I'm going to choose somebody. I can't see a hand here. I'm going to ask Lorna. Oh, Jane.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane. I see Jane. Please, Jane.
All right. Thank you so much for the question. How do I become a masterpiece? I would like to comment on that based on the experience that I have for the past 1 year, as I'm enter motherhood for almost 1 year. And I must say that I'm stranded all over the places. I have no time for myself. I'm here, but I'm not here. When I heard that statement from a mother, a new mom, which is so much earlier than me, I think a year earlier when she became the first mom, I was not able to understand what that means. Why I'm here and I'm not here. Eventually, I'm physically there. So once I have my own, I experienced the entire journey, I noticed one thing. I can do work. I can take care of the kids. I can cook the dinner. I can basically doing all the house chore, but at the same time, I cannot be myself. So I'm not in one piece. I'm all over the places, but I really, really touched. And when I heard Jai mentions that pieces, if I put it all together, it is a life masterpiece. Therefore, I acknowledge one thing first. I know that I'm all over the places. I know where I'm a lack, and I need to learn to prioritize. And from that prioritize, I learn to say no to the things that I cannot do anymore, or the priority is not, the level of priority is not that high. I say, sorry, I can't, because I have a bundle of joy. Yes, it's joy, but it's a lot of responsibility, and it causes me lack of sleep, all those kind of things. And yes, after I prioritize, I slightly managed to get back the pieces that I have. That I slowly recognize that I'm happy for being a mom instead of being exhausted and monster. I don't want to be a monster to my son. So that's when I'm not a very good masterpiece. Yes, I'm still a bit here and there, but slowly I will be a good masterpiece of myself. Back to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Jane. Jane, you forgot to put in a call to action. What do you want us to do? You must encourage us. You see, must always have a message for us. Always have a closing encouragement for us. You know, concluding one. Thank you so much, Jane. Let's see what will happen when I'm asking the question about dopamine. Dopamine. Hey. You know, this dopamine question is very difficult. Okay, let me give it to, where is Lorna now? Let me give it to Lorna. Lorna.
Feel-good drug that is naturally made in our bodies It's called dopamine. And every time you feel bad, do something good so that you get that feeling. It's a natural high. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters, we all have those moments in our lives where we are down, where we feel depressed, and we just feel that life is just too much for us. I've been there. In the last 2 months, I've had 2 accidents. My car's been written off. But what makes the dopamine rush is that my grandchildren who were in the car were unharmed. The car has been written off, but they paid me today for the car, so I got some money out of it. And I bought a new car. And yesterday, I bought a new car for the first time in 5 years. So my dopamine levels are really, really high. But, you know, dopamine doesn't always come only with material things. They come when you take care of yourself, your dopamine levels rise. A sunset or a sunrise can make your dopamine levels rise. My advice is find what makes yours go up. Find different ways to naturally increase the feeling good drug in your blood. There are so many things to be thankful for. Just breathing and waking up in the morning, that is something to be thankful for. So dopamine, again, it's not unnatural. It's a natural substance your brain produces when you are happy or when things make you happy. But notice that it is something that is within you that makes you happy. That is my advice and also my closing at the same time. Thank you for listening. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you. Lorna, you also forgot to call to action. What do you want us to do with your information? What do you want us to do? I did say
the call to action, but I will repeat it. I said that
it, please.
I'd like you to consider different ways of naturally producing a high in your body, something in that regard that I said. So just, for example, doing things that make you happy, watching a sunset, taking a walk. You know, it's not just material things that make you have high dopamine levels. And obviously, Eric, I'm not saying have high dopamine levels all the time. You can't be on a high all the time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We just wanted to hear the call to action. Always try to make the call to action clear. Put it at the end and make it clear like daylight, especially in the table topics. It's not a speech. Table topics is not a speech. It's a speech, but it's not 7 minutes. 2 minutes. Let it be so clear at the end. Let's see how our next speaker will make it clearer, especially the call to action. It's very important. About you printing and pasting your checklist on the refrigerator door. Printing and pasting your checklist on the refrigerator door. Let me give this one to Sherlina. Sherlina, please, can you take up this one?
What is checklist? Checklist is something for me to remind myself what needs to be done. Somebody like me who has a goldfish memory. Left ears in, right ears out. My life is depending on checklist. Checklist in front of my computer, my laptop, the screen. I don't sit in front of the screen 24/7. Checklist on my desk, I don't sit on my desk every day. In my bedroom, I don't sleep in my bedroom. I put it on my fridge. Why? Because I love to eat. So it is the place that I get to see most often, the place that I touch, the fridge that I touch most often in the day during the daytime. So why checklist? Checklist help me to remember what needs to be done. Checklist help me to know my responsibility for the day, for the month, for the week, for the hours, for the minute, for the seconds sometimes. as a wife, as a daughter owner, plus as an in-law of family, I am dealing with many things at different point in time. Without this checklist, I would have been so lost, so angry, so annoyed, so infuriated every day at the end of the day when I forgot something because of my goldfish memory. So ladies and gentlemen, don't undermine that little piece of paper and don't undermine the fridge, because not only it keep your food fresh all the time, it also allows you to manage your checklist and use that checklist to help you if you have a goldfish memory like me. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Our speaker, Sherlina. Well done. I love your call to action. It was at the right place and at the right time. Thank you so much. Let's see now, how is our last speaker going to do? Herlina Indra, as she's going to close this session for us with Terima Kasih. She is going to really help us to understand and to appreciate
With what?
Narayan.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part about appreciation. Or is it me? Or am I freezing? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I didn't hear the question. Something about appreciation.
No, the question is, talk about Terima Kasih in relation to J. Narayan.
Okay, thank you so much. Terima kasih. Terima kasih is the Indonesian translation of thank you. And I think the word thank you is so important. It has to be ingrained in all of us, especially when we receive something. As in today, we received a lot of insights from Jay. So we have to say terima kasih, thank you so much. Appreciation is something that we sometimes tend to forget, honestly speaking, especially me. Sometimes I ask for something, I get it, and I forget to smile back. I forget to say thank you. And one day, my late cousin, she once said that she didn't feel appreciated as a mother. I didn't understand what she was saying because I'm single and then and she said, yes, nobody says thank you, nobody appreciates what I'm doing, and not even a smile. And I remember a couple of days later, we were at the, what do you call that thing in Singapore? Universal Studios. And there was this Oscar to the best mom. I think the kids bought it for her. So that was her appreciation right there. And actually, a few days after that, she suddenly passed away. So you see, appreciation, I know we never know when we will pass away, but I think appreciation is something that is easily forgotten, but with a simple thank you, a simple terima kasih, we can show people their positive feedback, offer positive feedback to them, and that will make their day. So please, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you have the chance, whenever somebody gives something to you, physically or just a beautiful thought, just say terima kasih. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Eric, you still.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Arlina, for your terima kasih 2-minute speech. And I would also love to say terima kasih to Jay Narayan for all the good information that you have delivered for us today. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be handing control back to our Toastmaster of the day, Dr. Lorna Holtman.
Thank you very much, Eric. I hope everyone can still hear me. My bandwidth is very, very low at the moment on my network. But I'm going to hand over to Jay now, who is going to be the moderator for the next session. Thank you, Jane.
Right, thank you, Tom. Now for this session, before that, I would like to invite people to give some feedback on what you have actually heard from Jai's session. And of course, let me start first. When I was listening to Jai at this the presentations, right, it actually came handy. I really have to say, Jai, thank you so much, Terima kasih, for that wonderful, insightful presentations, because it is not just an information, but it is something that I can actually put into practice. It becomes very handy as being a mom. I'm not a very experienced mom because this is my first child, and then my life is started with a lot of things. Once I open my eyes, I see my kid. One kid already gave me hair wire. I cannot imagine got 2 and 3. I noticed that I only have 24 hours. I only have 1,440 minutes. And how on earth I actually can break it into smaller ones, put it as priority, and finish the task of my to-do list of the day. I believe many of us do this to-do list, and then to cross-tick, it does give satisfaction. But sometimes there's interruptions, people coming in and talk, and then it drags so long of the time, and eventually time just got, the minutes got off. And with your presentations, I noticed that something that I have omitted, and that one thing, that hormone that you give us, the spreadsheet, you put who, when, what, how long, and important, keep me ponder, and I'm going to try it later on, just do the spreadsheet to see actually where's my time gone. I wouldn't, so that I don't have to say that it is on my baby. I believe that it's not so much on my baby. It might be on something when I'm actually pondering, talking to my clients, because I'm working also. I'm not a full-time mom. I'm a full-time mom, but also I am working at the same time. I'm working as an accountant. So talking to client is something that actually drags my time. So from that presentation, I learned that I need to have a proper identified where's my time go. From there, I actually can time box how long I actually can relax, how long that I actually can put it into a session set. Now, that is what I benefit from it for. Of course, there's a lot of things I want to say. I don't want to take so much of the time, but of course, on and off, I believe that many audience here today benefit as well. But let's hear you out. Let us see how much you actually learn. You might be learning something different because everyone experiences different things in a day. So let me invite anyone want to share about how Jai have actually shared, and then how it is benefit you on this part. I believe if you have questions, I believe Jai is there, so you can actually raise the question if you didn't manage to call him at that moment when he is doing the Q&A sessions. So anyone want to give a feedback on this? You have the chance at this moment in time to talk.
Shalina here. I always love listening to Jai because he's consistently energetic, very engaging, very interesting. And it is not easy to keep my attention for more than 10 seconds. But Jai always managed to do that for hours. And because of Jai, I learned something every time. Today, from Jai's session, I learned 2 things, which I find it very difficult for me to do. Maybe Jai can help me. The first thing I understood, because always in real estate, we buy property, always say, location, location, location. I heard of this before. And Jai all about audience, audience, audience. He start with audience, audience, audience. He finish with audience, audience, audience. It's like his attention is all about audience. He say, it's all about you. I find it the moment he said that, I was just drawn into it even more. So I really appreciate that. I learned something I need to do a lot better because I'm not doing it well. And the other thing is the interaction, Jai. You have superpower in terms of active listening. You can listen at the same time absorbing. That is another skill I struggle to. I really struggle because my mind is too busy thinking about all the other things. I cannot shut them down, but you did it so well. And how can you actually being you at the same time remember all these things that being reflected on the screen by someone, your co-pilot, and then you know what it is and what is written on the slide? I'm just flabbergasted. I don't know how you can do that on top of this active listening. So I learned something today from Jai, that even something impair you in some way, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it in another way. But Jai, I still do not know how to really
Okay,
become
Shalina,
better.
you want me to answer that question? You want me to
Active
answer that
listening.
question?
Yes, this is the question I'm going to pose to you. I still don't know how to
Yeah.
be good at
All right.
active listening.
Active listening.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for your positive feedback. It's very encouraging, Shalina. It makes me want to just do even better than I do or I strive to do. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I keep learning. You are a great group of people at TNC because you guys are so positive in your learning and focus on growth and development. As for active listening and how I manage to know what is on the slide and deliver the content by being blind, a simple answer, Shalina, is I will definitely rehearse and practice. And I practice by actually recording every single slide on a digital recorder, if you can see it on the slide here, okay, on the camera. And I listen to it intently, even in my bed sometimes. I'll just be on the pillow under the sheet and listen to each slide. And I will listen to what was on it, what was in it, what was on it, until in my head, I actually even know what pictures were there. I asked Sharmini, Sham, what visual was there? Oh, it was a guy painting. Okay, what visual was here? Oh, there's somebody it looks like a Lego building block castle with somebody looks like a security person standing there. All right, I'll make sure I know what the content is. All right. Now, I also prepare a lot in terms of what could be possible questions. All right. Not that I know every question, but I can prepare. If they ask me this could be an answer based on my experience. And to answer your question about active listening, I give my undivided attention when people talk. And this is something I have to do in my profession, Shalina, because I can't see. I have no visual clue to what is happening. The only clue I have are the words that are being spoken, your tone of voice, which tells me whether you are impressed, you are excited, you are depressed, you are distracted. All of that from your tone of voice and the vocal variety that you use. So I interpret that, and I ask clarifying questions. How do I engage with my audience? I ask questions: who, what, where, when, why, and if needed, last part, ask them to repeat what they said. Can you repeat that one more time? So just feel free to be more engaging, more communicative, know your audience, and that's it. You'll probably be a better listener and better speaker.
Thank you so much, Jai. Thank you. Over to you, moderator.
All right. Thank you so much, Shalina, and also Jai for that response. We, as a listener, the rest, after Shalina asking the questions, I believe that we also benefit out of that. Yes, active listening is the constant learning for many of us. And many of times that we always think that, this person is not listening. I should be listening more. What I might be misunderstood what is this person saying. And then I thank you, Jai, for clarifying. That is one thing. We often don't clarify. Like I never clarify what husband understand. I was like, what do you want to
Always right.
say? Yes. And it's indeed we have to clarify, although it's a simple actions, but it will reduce the unnecessary misunderstanding with the clarification. Thank you for that. Now, any more feedbacks from the floor? Chen.
Yes, I have one. Yeah, thank you.
Over to
Thank you, Jane. To me, building confidence and resilience. This, I must really thank Jay for it. Because last time I used to have positive and visualization, I do practice. But after a long while, going through a lot of situations and challenges, I forgot and slip into a bit more negativity. But today, with that as a refresher, positive self-talk and visualization certainly has hit me to my brain and my mind that I have to start doing it tomorrow morning, start the day. Because this year I know there's a lot of things I need to do. But with this is a good, not only mental antidote, but certainly a very good exercise for me in the morning to start off fresh and be positive minded and practice my visualization again. Thank you so much, Jay, for that kind thought and the hints that you give today. Thank you.
Sure, Suchin, thank you. I know. Thank you so much for the positive feedback. I want all of you to write down one sentence. Okay, just write down one sentence. It's very short, and then when you write it down, just read it out to me, all of you. All right. The sentence is: how we talk to ourselves is more powerful than how we talk to others. That's the sentence. I'll repeat that. How we talk to ourselves is more powerful than how we talk to others. Can one person read it out to me so you got it right? Melita?
Yeah, how we talk to ourselves is more powerful rather than we talk to others.
Yeah, than we talk to others. So that's it. That's a sentence. So please remember that is the power of self-talk. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Su Cheng, for that, and also for the explanations on that. I see Lona unmute yourself. You want to give some comment, Lona?
No, thank you, Jane.
All right. Thank you for clarifying that. All right. Now, it is indeed a good wake-up call for these sessions for many, many of us because we live in this busy society and then technology coming in. Yes, just now Jai did mention all the questions when he asked, let's put an imagination, what is actually trouble you in a day? And many of us did mention social media. Yeah, it keeps us busy and eventually we are so focused on that social media is the problem, but sometimes the actual problem itself, we actually been blinded. So with this today, this session, it's a good wake-up call for me. I believe many of us as well. It is not only the social media, it might be the priority that we did not set right. That's one thing. It might be an excuses that we want to run away for a very stressful life. That might be another way. So what is yours? We never know. But of course, after listening it gives me a reflect, where am I now? Where I wanted to be and how I'm going to go there. And that is what I really like about Jai's sessions, because you talk about how as well. Sometimes if I read about a book, it takes so long to finish it. And I'm just so excited to get it to the conclusion. How are you going to teach me? But at the end, it doesn't give me a how. So yeah, it's kind of sad, but of course, that's how life is very busy with, but sometimes just we have to slow down. And thank you for reminding us to slow down, put some time for your me time to see where you are. That's what I really love about it, because I have very long time, I do not have a me time session. And tonight, this session is a me time session as well. Without further ado, is there any others who want to give any questions or feedback on that presentation? If no, I believe my time is up, right?
Yes,
Thank you.
time's up.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jane. And thank you very much for that wonderful moderation and for teaching, giving us insight into what you've learned in this very, very important workshop. Thank you also to Jay. I think we learned a lot. Each of us took something different from today's workshop. For me, I'm going to work on the visualization. And I think if I can see it, I can be it. If I can view it, I can do it. It stays with me today. So I'm going to work on it because I believe that that is going to get me to see myself as a healthy person. That is what I want most out of life. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful way to spend our evening. And it is now my pleasure to hand back to our president, Shalina, to do the closing remarks. And I'm very eager to hear her insights as she closes. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, give a big round of applause to our Toastmaster on MC of the evening and our table topic master, as well as our moderator. So our MC, Dr. Lorna Hotman, our table topic master, DTM7, Eric, who has left the screen, as well as our moderator, Jane Ting. And most important, the person who presents the center stage with such amazing information, insight, message sharing. Jai Narang! And not forgetting the pilot, co-pilot, Sham. Thank you so much to these wonderful people. I will change the way. I will change my lifestyle for the better. And I will remember how I talk to myself is far more powerful than how I talk to others. So that's the two statements I'm going to bring into my brain tonight after the session. My goldfish memory does not allow too much, but definitely these two sentences, very important, imprinted. Thank you so much. And also, I want to thank all the speakers who participated in the table topic session, as well as sharing your learnings during the feedback session. Now, we are a bit over our scheduled time. Although we are 10 minutes behind, I feel like this session has flown by so quickly. I still want to hear more and more and more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Toastmasters. This is Trainers and Coaches Advanced Online Club. Always has so much insight, wonderful knowledge, expertise to share for free. Remember, our meeting is on every first and third week of the month. The first meeting of the month is always on 2 training sessions, whereas the second meeting of the month is like tonight, a center stage speakers will present the expertise of that presenter. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite one guest tonight here who is with us for the very first time to give us a quick feedback before we adjourn the meeting. That is Toastmaster Anthony Wong. Anthony Wong, can you tell us how do you find our meeting?
Thank you, Sharina. Yes, I enjoyed the meeting very much, but because this is the first time I meet you all, but I'm a bit shy. So this is the first session of the meeting. I lost my camera, but I'm here. Actually, I'm listening, and yeah, thank you, Jai. It's a very good training session, very motivational, very interesting. And thank you all for let me in this meeting tonight. Thank you, Sharina. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. And thank you for your sharing and feedback. I'd like to acknowledge one important lady here, our area director, Melita. She is doing her duty tonight. without notice. Yep, but glad to have you with us, Melita. I know you've been very busy and you try to find time to join our meeting. Always welcome. And also, Mahendra, thank you for coming back as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our meeting again, first and third Thursday of the month. So our next meeting will be on the which date? My dear, which day of May? Is it 2nd
I guess
of
it's on
May?
the 2nd of May, right? 2nd of May.
May, and we have 2 trainers who will be presenting on 2nd of May. And follow that, we may have to defer the second meeting due to the Bali conference. Sorry, Bali, I'm still in Bali. Due to the KK conference. So if anyone, sorry, my heart's stuck in Bali. If anyone have not registered, you still can register for the KK conference. I'm really looking forward to see you in KK if you can make it to KK. Thank you again to my dear fellow Toastmaster members of TNC. I shall now adjourn the meeting and see you next meeting.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Take
Everyone.
care.
See
Good
you in
night.
KK next month. Bye bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.